And there she is, the woman of my dreams. And for 90 days you hear this.
Giant sucking sound.
It's a giant sucking sound. You can hear it. All you gotta do is watch, and you'll see the ones that are affected. The girls will be going. The guys will be going. Y'all remember they're taping this too, by the way. So there's this vacuum. It's just ungodly how it's created. You're brand new in recovery. You're just getting started out. You don't have a job. You don't have a car. You don't have a house. You don't have your family supporting you anymore. And you're living in a substance abuse recovery house. That's the guy. Then there's the girl. Good God Almighty, is she hot. Well, that's about all she has left. No job, no house, no family.
No car.
No car. Thank you, I was thinking what was missing. Oh yeah, no self-respect. And 9 out of 10 times, most of the girls that get to us are old enough where they have children that they don't even have custody of. But lo and behold, miracle of miracles, it happens. I love you. Hi, I'm pregnant. Bye.
Bye.
What was his last name? I can't tell you, it's confidential. Where does he work? I can't tell you, it's confidential. How am I supposed to get my child support payments? I can't tell you, it's confidential. It's almost humorous. But it's so humorous that it just happened this week. Okay? Now, I don't have the right to put it on the floor on who did it. And if y'all find out who did it, y'all need to go talk to these individuals. But, boy, I'm telling you what, girls. If you know that you can get pregnant when you lay down and spread your legs, shame on you for not taking precautions for birth control. Guys, if you're old enough to get in a relationship with girls and you know that where babies come from, you're a dumb shit for sticking it too. Now, how'd that go?
Pretty good.
That went pretty good? That'll probably be covered in something we read in the big book, right?
68, 69.
No, 68, 69 in the big book. All right, here we go. We're going to go over this. We read this at most every AA meeting, and this is a big book study. And this happens to be found on page 83 and 84 of the big book. So what I'm going to do is pass this around. Right over here, we'll start with this lady right here. Just read the first sentence. This is known as the promises. And then we're going to get my opinion on what they mean. First sentence.
We are going to find a new freedom and new happiness.
I found it! I'm in love! I'm pregnant!
There's the freedom part.
And there's the freedom part. See, they're not nearly as... how long have you been sober?
15 years.
15 years. There's the freedom part. I'm pregnant! Did you give her your last name or social security card or anything like that?
Hell no.
Now this is in the big book, and it comes during the process of working through step 9. And obviously there's 8 other steps before you get there. But there's always this stuff about, why am I sitting in the room? Why am I doing this? What am I looking for? What good is this going to do me? Why am I here? Oh yeah, I'm here because no job, no house, no car, no self-respect, nothing. And I'm living in a substance abuse recovery house, and I'm looking for the right relationship. How many of you know what the right relationship is? It's in the big book. What?
No relationship.
No, that ain't it. That's for all you people that aren't getting it, Nanny. No, that's not it either. It's in the big book. What is it? Okay, that's a paraphrased version. In the big book it says, see to it that your relationship with capital H-I-M, him, is right. And great events will come to pass for you and countless others. It's on page 164, I believe. Okay. I'm always looking over here because there's guys that study the book almost as much as I have. So we will, what's the first sentence?
We're going to find a new freedom and a new happiness.
We're going to find a new freedom and a new happiness. Obviously, when this happens, they haven't got to step 8 or step 9. Okay? Obviously. It just hasn't occurred. Now, I have to clarify something. I believe in step 3. I believe that God's in charge, and I believe that God has a plan for people that I don't really understand. And sometimes when this happens, and everybody's going, oh, that's a bad thing, God's going to trick all of us and make that a wonderful relationship. So, step 10 says, love and tolerance of others is our code, and we need to be more understanding. And in step 11, you get to the St. Francis of Assisi prayer, where it says it's better to be understanding than it is to be understood. So, even though this happens, sometimes, don't know how, it just works out. Yeah. Rarely have we seen a person make it who does this first, but it does happen. So by the time you get to step 9, you're going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. You're going to know what your character flaws are. You're going to know what you need to be working on. You're going to know these things. That is empowering knowledge that gives you the ability to govern your own life. Not be at the beck and call of child enforcement. Read the next sentence, please.
You will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it.
Oh my goodness! I'm pregnant! What's happening here? No, this one did.
She's standing there.
This one's going, I regret. Resentment. Unless there's something beautiful that comes out of it and her life changes and this guy does, you know. You just never know what God has planned. But we're talking about what are the odds, what are statistics, what's the normal rate of failure in a program of recovery if anything like this happens. They are astronomical because of the pressures put on you outside of your own recovery. So, read that sentence again.
We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it.
That means that we will have discovered things about ourselves in our past that we know were not the correct things to do, and we now know them when we see them coming at us again, we can make different decisions. Correct? And we don't shut the door on it because we have to leave that consciousness back there so that when a new person asks us how to handle situations, we can use what it is that we call our experience and our strength. And our hope is how we handle that same situation differently. Pass it down the road, let's read the third sentence.
We will comprehend the word serenity and we will know peace.
Alrighty, here we go. Oh, I'm pregnant. This is going to be called out the I'm pregnant tape. I know it is. By the time you get to step 8 and step 9 and you're working through this process, you're going to begin to feel comfortable in your own skin. You will comprehend serenity. Serenity means that everything's a little peaceful. Got it? And it's just a symbiotic relationship. Serenity and peace go hand in hand.
What's semiotic mean?
Mutually beneficial. It's like I have parasites running around inside me processing food, and they get to eat and I get to survive because